Hey everybody, it's Christine, and this week I have a really important vlog for you about self-care. It's actually a very personal vlog too, maybe a little longer than usual, so stay with me. So I just finished giving a keynote, and I'm really glad I got through it because I almost didn't. Because last week I was flying back from New York, and it was one of those weeks where I didn't really fill my self-care tank every day. And I learned something really valuable about our self-care tanks, in that they aren't like our gas tanks. It's not like we fill them up and then we can just let it drain and then fill it up again. There's so much value in making sure our self-care tank is full every single day. And usually I'm really great about that. I'm great about meditating, I'm great about eating right, I'm great about monitoring my blood sugar, I'm great about protecting my energy. Last week I wasn't so great. I was running around a lot. There was a huge snowstorm in New York. I rushed to the airport. I didn't get food. I had a cup and a half of coffee, which I normally don't drink. I didn't do my meditation that morning. My flight ends up getting canceled. I'm running around the airport. I'm standing in line with all these other stressed out people, kind of picking up their energy, not protecting my own energy. Still haven't eaten. And as I'm sitting there talking to the gate agent, all of a sudden I feel this wave come over me, and I know what's going to happen. I know I'm about to pass out. It's happened to me way back before when I was younger. I used to faint a lot. It doesn't happen usually at all, but I felt it coming on. Luckily I kneeled, but then the next thing I remember, I'm laying splat on the marble floor with like all these people around me going, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" So a couple takeaways from this that I want to share with you. First of all, like I said before, keeping the self tank totally full at all times to the best of our ability, and not thinking we can just fill it up on a weekend and then go through our day to day and sort of like let life take us over. The second thing I really learned was surrender. When I was in that moment of figuring out what flight to get in and how I was going to get back and dealing with the weather and all these kind of things, I was very much in a fear-based control. I've got to solve this. I was forgetting that I needed to just let go. You know, I thought it was going to all be up to me and I had to figure it out, and I didn't surrender. And you know, Spirit has a great way of reminding me of things when I'm being hard-headed, and was like, we're going to just surrender this for you. The next thing I learned was just the power of vulnerability and asking for help. When I was laying there on the floor and all these people around me, that was an incredibly vulnerable moment. And I will tell you, I was really embarrassed as well. I just wanted to be like, no, I'm fine, like, don't worry about me. But I wasn't fine, and I had to be vulnerable, and I had to ask for help, including being wheeled in a wheelchair to the plane that I eventually got on. And just the whole experience of that, of going in a wheelchair and seeing how I was looked at, and that experience of vulnerability was incredibly powerful and made me a lot more compassionate to anyone who ever has been in one of those positions. So my encouragement to you this week to learn from my little spill is to keep your self-care tank really full at all times. And just little things you can do, little meditation practices, eating well, self-talk. Another reason my self-care tank drained so quickly is because I was being hard on myself, beating myself up for not taking an earlier flight or whatever it may be. So don't wait to be kind of brought to your knees, literally like I was, for that like universal 2x4 to hit you. Fill your self-care tank today and every day because you deserve it. And I just want to say too, I am okay. I have a mild concussion, but I'm dealing with that and seeing specialists and just really seeing this as an incredible learning opportunity, and just feeling so incredibly blessed to be back in sunny, beautiful California, to be healthy, and to have this not so subtle, powerful, but also not incredibly detrimental reminder of how important self-care is. Much love and many blessings. I'll see you next week.